Now hey guys, what's going on? It's the Joey Sunshine. I'm back in once again for another stream. And this stream, I'm going to basically play DD2 because I literally have nothing else to play. And also, as some people have requested a few things, and yeah, I need to change the title actually because wow, YouTube thinks the frame rate's too high. Oh no. The frames are too much. So anyway, so now the stream's named Live Guides to the Farm. So I'm gonna go over basically all the guides I've already covered, and as well as one new one, because a lot of people aren't understanding either what I meant, or they're going in game and not succeeding and wanting a little more advice. I'm joined by some good friends, CoolCat200, as always, Lily the Under, or Lily as everyone knows her. And if you see me getting quiet, I'm probably reading a chat from our friend Lucid. But yeah, so let's get into this. So the first guide I'm gonna go back over is Defender medals, how to farm them, where to get them, and why people aren't understanding what I meant. So that guide was published a couple months ago, and it did well. But I have people commenting that either that wasn't the best way, or they're not understanding what to do, or they're having trouble with it. That's just the first comment, and it was a comment that said it's not the best way. Well, okay. I don't have the best way. Only Trendy knows truly the best way of using the algorithms to get you more Defender medals. I really can't tell you the best way. The best way that I think is, if you're on PC by hitting the J key or going to the Warden, you can view your daily quests and missions. Go ahead and do those. Because each week there's usually one for about 600 to 700 depending on the week. And it's also daily missions. Each mission will give you more rewards, and you can also reroll them once a day. So if you get one that you don't want, you can always reroll it to get more Defender medals. Also, people are having trouble farming Defender medals. So when people say this, they say either it's too hard, or they just aren't getting as many as they wanted. Let's cover the first thing. It's too hard. Well, in a video I explained that by going to expeditions at Chaos 1, you can get the easiest Defender medals and the fastest ones. What do I mean by that? Easiest as in going to the first level of Chaos 1. Assuming you can do Chaos 1, you can follow my guide to the T, which I'm actually going to do a level in front of all of you to reiterate my point. It's not that bad, and if you are properly geared in Chaos 1, you should be able to do it no problem. I remember when I was running through Chaos 1, I was able to farm these maps without much difficulty. But that isn't to say that are people having trouble, it's just people aren't using the right combinations. So I'm going to show you a few combinations that do work. So what you need for this is the good old Petrify combo. So you're going to get your poisoned, one on each lane for the over the gates of Dragon Ball, which is pretty simple. Just three poison dart towers, and you can do this from the immediate get-go. That's what a lot of people don't know, is you can use this combo in the campaign. You just have to get the 2 towers down. So you're gonna need an Earth Shatter and a Poison Dart Tower. So it's earth damage and poison damage. Those are the 2 damages you have to look for to get the Petrify combo. This will turn the enemies to stone and effectively blocking off a lane and making your life much easier. That's one way to do this map. If you're a higher level like I am and you just want AFK, you just go over to the spawn with your Flame Aura Monk or Electric Aura Monk. I've seen builds with Electric Aura Monk that do just fine. You're more than welcome to do that, but I just like doing this. And if you're worried about flyers, go ahead and pop down under the Flame Aura here. And then you press G and wait. It usually takes about 5 minutes, tops, depending on the certain, I guess, strength of your build. While I'm doing this map, I will reiterate. This isn't the best way. It's the best way that I've found to do it. If I want to AFK and grind defender medals. So, if you're looking for an easy way just to AFK grind and you don't care about actually playing, just do this. Now for the people who want to grind gear as well, I got a comment recently about this. How do I farm legendaries and how do I farm gear? So, there are still a lot of new players being introduced to Dungeon Defenders. The Dungeon Defenders 1 recently, I got a boost in popularity. I've seen streams that come up with a lot of people playing that. And so I got a lot of people search up Dungeon Defenders and find Dungeon Defenders 2 for free. And it's a great game. I apologize, I am sick at the moment. Anyway, so a lot of people aren't understanding how the gear progression works, how gear farming works. Now, the fastest way to progress through the game is Chaos. First, you go through the campaign, finish the entire campaign, which is what I recommend, and you jump into Chaos 1. Chaos 1 is going to be not a tough leap, but a difficult one if you try to brute force it. In Chaos 1, you only have to worry about the shield goblins ruining your day. So don't use poison dart towers and things that do direct damage. You want AoE damage. You want as much of the Flame Aura as possible. Like, for example, like how I got through Chaos 1 the first time was spamming Flame Auras on every inch of the map so enemies couldn't walk without taking damage. And also, I got a comment how to get legendary items. They will naturally drop from bosses, chests. It can randomly spawn from a random goblin. It's not hard to get legendaries, but legendaries aren't always the best. They can just have multiple stats. That's why people, you see like YouTubers like such as Juice Bags will have legendaries. Well, why? Well, because it has 3 shard slots, so you can add 3 chips, which can make your gear very versatile, and it gets you to the game faster. Also, legendary items typically have a higher armor rating, so you can get through Chaos just a little bit faster. Now, once you're through Chaos 1, you just basically repeat the process. In Chaos 2, you have Cyborgs. Cyborgs are one of the hardest enemies to get around because a lot of people, again, like those Flame Auras, so you gotta use direct damage. The best towers for this are Cannonballs, Earth Shatter Towers, and Poison Dart Towers. Now in Chaos 2, you can use the Petrify combo as much as you want and just put it to good use. That covers gear, but that covers defender medals. What other questions have I gotten? Well, one I got on my tokens and defender medals and XP guides. I had a comment saying that guide was incorrect. It was not the best for XP, not the best for defender medals, and not best for tokens. I understand. At that time, it was not the best. It still isn't the best. But at that time, I was unreliably able to do the Dragonfall Keep. I would win and lose about 50-50. And a lot of players still can't do Dragonfall Keep on Chaos 7. It's just something you have to get used to, something you have to master. No, like, I'm not saying it's impossible. No, it's very achievable. Like, at my level, it's a breeze at this point. Like, but for the average player, I targeted these guides for the average player. So, you know, the guy who installs the game, doesn't have much knowledge, and just wants to level up faster, who just wants to grind faster. So I apologize to the veteran defenders who needed more in-depth guides. And Juicebags has incredible guides. He makes better guides than I do, more in-depth ones, and he does have stuff for newer players as well. I just wanted to cover them in a quick way, just to give a basic understanding of the game and help out my fellow defenders. But this is basically what I do during these Defender Medal runs. Just run around, kill a boss, look at loot, and just get Defender Medals. You'll get 23 Defender Medals for every time you do this map. So if you do it 4 times, you'll 80, 96 question marks. No wait. 102. There we go. So if you do it 4 times, you get 102 Defender Medals. I'm sorry, I'm doing math up on top of my head. I have no spreadsheets anymore of this stuff. I just kind of deleted all of it. But yeah, like 4 maps will get you 102 Defender Medals, I believe, and you'll be earning some gold because you will be selling like 90% of this gear. So do keep that in mind. Like in Dungeon Defenders, the best way not to waste time is by literally grinding as many stats as you can. So it means tokens, gear, gold, XP, and Defender Medals. This will expedite your process of getting up the ladder faster. If you only grind one, like, oh, okay, I need to go grind gold. Well, you might as well grind the others, because you're going to get Defender Medals on every map. You're going to get gold on every map. You're going to get XP every map. It's just, what are you comfortable doing? Like for example, not everybody can do Chaos 5, so you go do Chaos 4. You can't do Chaos 6. Chaos 7 might actually be better for you. It depends on the feeling you get while grinding. Again, if you want to grind with friends and not AFK, go ahead. That's for you. If you want to AFK all day, like Chaos 1's where it's at. But I know veteran defenders have gotten to the point where they can AFK Chaos 7. I've gotten to that point. I can AFK Chaos 7. Without much hassle, I might have to come kill a boss every now and again, but yeah. Let's also address one more thing, and that's the stutter on the channel. I do have a speech impediment, and my stutter is unavoidable. I can't do anything about it. It is permanently there, and I wish I could get rid of it, trust me. I spent all my life trying to get rid of it. And everyone's saying that I'm an inspiration to them. I am flattered, honestly. But, honestly, I shouldn't be called an inspiration. Honestly, if anyone deserves... God, I hate that. I mean, I'm flattered, but... God. You're cringy, Lolly. But I'll cover like 2 or 3 more things, and then we'll wrap it up here. So also, don't forget your Christmas event. It's still going on. You can get valuable presents. Like I got a mythical present there. Yesterday I got a legendary present. So always collect these, and also the these staffs that you can get are actually very helpful. And these presents can actually spawn Defender's Chest, which you can get cosmetics and all the goodies you could hope for. And it isn't what I hoped for. Oh hey, I got a Jade Monk. I didn't own. Okay. Again, you are the embodiment of cringe. But yeah, Jade Monk, everybody. On stream. Just a random pack. It's definitely cool. I'm happy I got that. Like a lot of people would be like, "Yeah, that's awesome." I'm like, "Okay, that's a thing." And also, I do want to address something. Now, I do like Dungeon Defender still. Don't get me wrong, I do. But Dungeon Defender 2, I personally can't enjoy the game anymore. Like I will play it from time to time, but I can't consistently play it anymore and record it, make videos on it. Like, it's not a bad game. I've just spent a lot of time on the game, and well, I'm unsure how much to think about it and what the future holds for this channel, or for this game rather. And I want to focus efforts on Dungeon Defender Eternity because there is a really promising game there. So hopefully you defenders will come with me, defend the gates of Etheria back in time to this worst ever joke. Wow, this was horrible. Why did I say this? But you guys, you know what I mean. So anyway, I've explained pretty much what I wanted to explain really quickly, and I hope you guys did enjoy, did learn something, and maybe think a little bit differently. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all next time. This has been the Stony Scientist, Lily, and Cool Cat. I have a viewer. I don't think I can end the stream. Oh, no, they're gone. Okay, end the stream. Let's go, boys. Bye.